Yippee.
Alright, 7 o'clock on the dot. We are live with episode 65, believe it or not, if my count is correct. Get the cross posted here a little bit.
Shane just woke up. I think he's going to try to jump on.
Alright. Everybody have a few minutes to get on here. Looks like Derek Cummins is on here already. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Mrs. Winters. As we get going, David, you, I guess I better tell them while we're still remote, if you'd like to.
I think it's pretty obvious we caught a case of the Rona at ICAST.
Oh, here comes
and
Shane.
We're surviving it, though.
That's right. So Shane and David went to ICAST and came back with an extra person with them, I guess. So we've been forced to be remote for the time being until they get over their COVID stuff. So I guess everybody's doing all right. Shane, you're good, right?
Who you talking about, Wills?
I thought so. David is too. So
What?
being sick.
No. Yeah.
I'm about ready to get out of the house. I can tell you that.
I can imagine.
All right, I shared it around a couple places.
All right. Looks like we lost Shane.
There he is.
All right.
Man, really, nobody wants to see you laid up in the bed.
Well, I got quarantined somehow, sir.
Like Double D's on here.
Hang on a second. Let's see if I can play with the background a little bit. No, last time I did. No, that's not going to end well.
Yeah, Russ saying he went to Charleston and caught fish today. He's doing a lot better than you guys.
Yep. He snuck out of the house.
We didn't get invited on that deal, did they?
No, I don't get invited on those, which is fine.
It's all right. We'll go do our own deal.
Yeah.
What do you go down there to catch, do you know?
Was that?
What do you go down there to catch, do you know?
Trout.
Trout. Alright, well enough of the saltwater stuff, I guess. We had an MLF event, just finished up. That was on, the St. Lawrence River?
Jeez. Oh, my word. Sorry, my wife's over here. Got the kids' T-Rex mask playing around.
Well,
I had to turn the camera on her.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, MLF event just finished up. That was one for the books.
I didn't get to see much of it. I just saw the... Oh, goodness. What's his face from Tennessee one? Help me out.
Cody Pike.
Cody Pike?
Cody's not from Tennessee.
No,
He's
that's
from
not.
Virginia.
That's not who I thought.
Yeah, the guy that led it for all 3 days or 2 of the 3 days did not catch them the last day.
I think y'all are talking about two different tournaments.
Yeah, we are.
What? You talking about the St. Lawrence?
I thought I was, but I think we might be talking about a different tournament. Set it straight, Shane.
Huh?
Set it straight. Cody Pike won that event. Who am I thinking of?
He won the Tackle Warehouse
Yep.
Pro Circuit event. Shoot. That's the only other one there. There wasn't a.
Yeah, I screwed that one up. My bad.
Oneida had an open at Oneida,
Was at Oneida.
and then I think the Bass Pro Tours at Champlain is start Thursday.
Yeah, that's right.
Jason Lamb wants to know when we're going school fishing. What's that mean? Schooling?
What?
I don't know.
Why am I not getting comments?
I don't know.
I guess I'm not important anymore.
So, the Tackle Warehouse event. Tommy Ackright slumber party. That's right, we are.
Yeah.
Cody Pike, I assume, caught him all on a drop shot. I didn't get to watch much of it or see much of the coverage. Obviously, I didn't think he won.
Yep, he won. He guy that man, I can't talk. Oh golly, excuse me. Y'all hear all this? It's
Oh,
what
yeah.
We got you.
That's what COVID will get you. Coughing, hacking, get you everything but what you want. But no, Joey Squintes, he's from Arkansas. Had a really, really, really big lead going to the last day over Cody. I think he had like I want to say it was 7. I want to say, gosh. I want to say it was a 7-pound lead thereabouts, give or take. And he just didn't catch him the last day.
Yeah.
And Cody had one of those days that it's your day, it's your day. Now we've always said when it's your turn, and when it ain't, it ain't. And there's a prime example of that.
Right.
You know, you got a 7-pound lead anywhere. You pretty much, all you gotta do is wake up. Well, you got a 7-pound lead up there. That's like having a 15-pound lead somewhere. But man, sometimes it just don't work out.
Right. I saw David Williams did pretty good up there. I think he made the cut anyways, not the final day, but looked like he was mixing in some largemouth, which was interesting.
A lot of guys up there. Man, look. Let me see if I can get straightened out. I had to try to get back in.
All right.
All right.
Another one bites the dust.
Yeah, that call for Shane's been pretty rough from what text messages that I've been back and forth with him. So
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be
Well,
back.
fortunately, been blessed not to have to deal with much of that.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of head congestion. Other than that, I'm good as gold.
Well, that's good. Say a little prayer for Shane and get over it as quick as you can. Yeah, so up there, it is a smallmouth fishery, obviously. From listening to Shane talk about it, I've been to St. Clair with him, which is a shallow lake, believe it or not. I think average depth we fish there is about 9 foot. But up there they fish a lot deeper, and from what I understand, David, I think you set Ron Farrow up before we went up there. I think those guys use up to a ½ ounce on a drop shot just to make sure it gets to the bottom because of the current.
Yeah, a ½ ounce that's a big player up there. I never would have imagined a half-ounce drop shot, but they do it.
Yeah. And it's all about drifting current seams, is the way I understand it. Obviously, I'm going kind of blind. I didn't get to watch any of the event, but that's what I've seen guys do in the past up there. So that and an old Carolina rig plays on that river too for some reason.
Yeah.
I guess because they're so deep.
Yeah. Oh Lord, Dad, don't even bring that up. I don't even know that you guys talked about that last week.
We did.
When we were leaving Florida, we saw we saw something I don't know that I ever want to see again.
Oh gosh.
There was a body scattered across the interstate coming back up 95.
Oh man, that's not good.
And you know, hadn't been able to see anything more other than the individuals hit 4 or 5 times.
Holy cow.
What they were doing out of the car in the middle of the interstate, who knows? But yeah, that was pretty brutal.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
No, that was. It was. You didn't know what you were looking at until you were past it, and then it dawned on you.
Gotcha.
And then when it dawned on you, it was like you can't get it out of your mind. Tommy Ackright, you're right. The only thing is I haven't added mustard or sardines into my mix, but vitamins have definitely been flowing here at the house. So St. Lawrence River wrapping up. MLF, the Tackle Warehouse Pro Circuit's got one more, their championship event, which is lacrosse. And that's in a couple weeks from what I saw.
That's right. Yep, they go August 17th to the Mississippi River. And is that I forget, do they on their that's the quote unquote Big Five tournaments on their championship, they go to MLF rules, right?
I think so. I'm not 100% positive on that.
Okay.
I think so.
Gotcha.
And I also think that you had to be in a certain percentage of the field to qualify for it as well.
Yeah. And then the MLF, the BPT, the Bass Pro Tour, they actually have 2 events left. They got one starting this Thursday.
Yep.
Yep, on Champlain, and then they go to St. Clair for their 7th stage in September, which ought to be interesting. So if Derek Cummings is on here, that's about the time. Derek's from up that way.
Yep.
Shane and I went up there in September. He told us we went too late. He said they get out of the lake in September for some reason. So we still caught some. We caught a bunch, actually, just not any real big ones. There was a BFL there while we were there, and I believe it 23 or 24 pounds won it, and it actually came out of Erie. So they ran, I forget the river that connects St. Clair to Erie, but they took off in the river and they ran down to Erie, and that's where the tournament was won. So
that's not the Detroit River, is it?
Actually, it might be. I think it is the Detroit River.
That's a haul to get from point A to point B in that one.
I think my geography might be off. Let me look real quick. I feel like I messed that one up. Well, can't look that one up fast enough. No, you're right. It's the Detroit River.
Are there any fish biting local? I've been out of the mix so much I hadn't heard.
You're asking the wrong person. You know I've been out of the mix. Russ, St. Lawrence is in New York. It runs from between two other Great Lakes, but it's not St. Clair. Huron's above St. Clair. You're on the other side of Erie. Just been taking anything to win the Thursday Nighters? 10 pounds?
I think 10 pounds won this past week.
Gotcha.
Like I said, you go to ICAST, you catch COVID, you get locked in your house, you're only as good as the information you see on Facebook. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Well, we touched on ICAST briefly. Was there anything there that you weren't able to join us last week that caught your eye that you think you might try to bring in the store?
There's several things that I'm gonna try to bring in the store. I will say I was not impressed with Berkeley's lineup of stuff. I mean, it's impressive. The problem is it's carbon copies of a lot of other things. And you got Edwin Evers came out with that little minnow thing that's nothing more than a you know what the bait is. I just went blank, completely went blank.
The Dark Sleeper?
That's the one. The bluegill that Joey was sending us videos of, that's actually a copy of a Japanese bait that's been around for a number of years. It's only been available in Japan. It was available through the Japanese domestic market. And then the stunner jerkbait, which looks it looks good. It's very, very megabass-ish when you put it in your hand. Jody, no, I don't have the DT8 in stock yet. Last I heard November, but I'm not 100% positive on that. I will see, since I've got nothing better to do over the next couple days. I'll see what I can find out on that. Strike King changed up the handles on a couple of their reels. The Custom Pro is now going to have a EVA flat handle instead of around the big knobs.
By Strike King, you mean Lose, right?
I mean Lose Strike King. Strike King's got a couple new baits out, some new colors. They jumped on the fire crawl chain and created a whole group of baits that come in fire crawl now.
Okay.
They've got a new flat side that came out. It's called the Chick Magnet, which is, for me, enjoying crankbaits as much as I do. I was really impressed with it. It's a flat side with a knock. It's not really a rattle. It's more of a knock. It's kind of a cool little bait from what I could see. I mean, obviously we can't put it in the water, but sure. I haven't had a bad Strike King crankbait yet.
Yeah, I saw the Chick Magnet. They actually won best in class, I think, for a crankbait. Looks like it has some Tennessee home garage feel to it.
Well, what is it? Andy Morgan was the brainchild behind that.
Gotcha.
Which kind of runs hand in hand with that Tennessee garage feel.
Strike King tried to do something like that not too long ago. I forget what they called it. It was a really hard bait to get your hands on when KVD won the Classic at, I think it was somewhere in Alabama, maybe Lay Lake. He caught a bunch of fish on a red-eye shad, but he also caught a bunch of fish on flat-sided balsa crankbait that Strike King was making for a little while, but it never really caught on. I forget what they called that run of crankbaits.
They had a balsa pro series for a while. They had a shad wrap type and a couple others that were all balsa made baits, but that's been, probably 10 years ago or better.
Yeah. Does
Uh,
is the DT8, is it a DT6 profile with a bigger lip in it, or is it bigger
it's a
than the DT6?
No, it's a DT6 profile with a bigger lip.
Okay.
And it will be a player.
Gotcha.
I think, based on the people that are asking me for it, it's going to get seen at Murray and High Rock a whole bunch.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't get hung up as much as the DT6.
You know, unfortunately, that comes with the territory with those baits. They're, you know,
yeah,
trust me,
I agree.
I lose
with you.
my fair share too.
I agree with you, but for some reason it seems the DT10 and the 16 and even the DT4, but you could argue the DT4 is almost a square bill. It's got a round lip in it, but it's got a big wide wobble on it. But there's something about that DT6, man. It gets hung up. I don't know if it's because it has such a tight wobble in it or what, but heck, my dang shadow wraps don't get hung up as much as that thing.
I think actually the way it's designed to swim in the water has a lot to do with it.
Gotcha.
Because that bait, if you change the hooks on that bait, you can actually get it to sit flat in the water instead of nose down.
That's right.
And that. It's good and it's bad. It's bad when you're trying to crank any sort of stick, brush, anything like that.
Sure.
You know, rocks, you can get it about deflect out of most rocks unless it's real jagged.
Right.
But yeah, brush, if you're cranking shallow stumps, you're gonna lose them.
Yeah, I lose a bunch of it. And rock, natural rock, and laydowns. It just doesn't really.
I did do something while I was stuck here on COVID. I did order some of those crankbaits you were throwing last fall.
Which
for
one?
The store. The Jabberjaw.
The Jabberjaw. We won a cat on that thing.
We did win a cat on that thing. I was looking for something new to bring in, and I thought that would be fitting.
Yeah.
And right now, while nobody's really throwing square bills, you can actually find them in stock.
Yeah, Daryl, Shane was on here a minute ago. Shane's doing fine. He's just, when he talks, he has a real bad cough. So when he gets to coughing, he has a hard time stopping. So he dropped off. He said he'd try to get himself straight and get back on here. So he's nothing life-threatening. He's just having a hard time talking. I see your dad put in here, Mike Seawright and Steve Addington won the Thursday Nighter with 10 pounds, 6 ounces, or 10.6, I guess, so 10.5 pounds.
Oh, from what I hear, it's fishing tough out there.
Yeah, we were at a party. A lady my wife teaches with, it was her 1-year anniversary of surviving breast cancer this past week. And since Dave's not fishing, I'll put it out there for everybody, because my boat will stay in the garage till it's not 110 anymore. It was at Windjammer Park, David, and the fish were schooling like crazy right there in between the island and the point.
They've been doing it for 2 weeks now.
They looked like little ones. I mean, it looked like little spots cartwheeling out of the water, but
there's a bunch of little fish out there.
Yeah, it looked fun at least, and I was excited to actually see some schooling fish. I hadn't seen real schooling fish on Lake Wiley in I can't tell you how long.
It's been like 12 years since the last time I've seen anything worth writing home about.
Yeah. Remember in the summer in Seven Oaks, they used to start schooling about 6 o'clock until the sun hit the top of the trees, as far as you could see.
The third year that I was bass fishing on Wiley, we could catch them schooling at 7-pound hole below Ebenezer, Farrow's Flats, the mouth of Crowder, Seven Oaks, and a couple places around Mills and Withers.
Yeah.
And no go here.
Oh man, Randy wants to know what you're using for your phone prop.
Well, I'm actually on my laptop, and it's sitting in my lap.
Gotcha.
Half cocked up in the bed here. trying to stay away from the wife and the kids, which my wife tested positive today, so we'll see how this shakes out in our family.
Yeah, hopefully you guys get through it quick.
Now, fortunately, I mean, our symptoms are very mild. A little bit of head congestion. She's actually probably coughed more than I have. But we're here. We're doing our thing.
Gotcha.
Uh-oh, Derek, don't tell the whole truth. I'm gonna be back this week, buddy.
Oh man.
Anyway, so you're not fishing. I'm not fishing. Maybe I don't know. Technically, my quarantine's over Thursday. I'm on a moral dilemma to fish Thursday night or not. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Well, go outside and walk around in the heat, and make sure you can breathe in that crap, because it is hot and humid if you haven't been outside lately.
Sunday I spent 3 hours outside. This morning I spent, I don't know, about 2.5 hours outside. Just trying not to succumb to the bed the whole time.
Yeah, I understand. I see right, it's on here actually. Mike, congratulations on your win Thursday night.
I think they cashed a check in the Super 60 or whatever Chronister's running up at Norman on Saturday too.
Oh yeah?
I think they finished second.
Okay.
I don't know. I could be wrong.
I hadn't seen any results for that stuff.
It was on Facebook briefly.
Gotcha.
I haven't gotten deleted off the Carolina Delete series yet, so I still get to see those posts.
Well, we know some admins, so we'll just call up Tommy Ackright. He'll get you back in.
That's right.
Daryl Barney, our striper connection, says stripers are on fire in Tennessee. Dane Johnson's down at the beach somewhere with Queen.
Yes, I saw Queen's wife post a video of him parasailing, and I was surprised he didn't have his white tube socks and his grass cutter 2000s on.
Oh man, leave Johnson alone. You talking about Johnson or Queen?
I was talking about Queen.
Queen.
I've seen Johnson wear flip flops. He'll at least wear flip flops. I don't think I've ever seen Queen without a pair of tennis shoes or work boots on.
Yeah.
Not saying that he works or anything. I mean, it's just his apparel.
Sure he does.
He works his mouth an awful lot. Yeah.
Are you qualified for the Thursday night fish off? It should be coming soon, shouldn't it?
I think if I'm not there, I'm one away.
Gotcha.
I think I'm good though.
I think
I'm fishing enough.
When is that fish off typically? Is it in September or October?
I think it's the first weekend in September. Okay, usually,
so
it always messes up the guys' dove hunting.
Gotcha.
But no. Did you and Reed make it into the CBC championship?
We did. So that's October 22nd and 23rd on Lake Murray. Yeah, they got our points. Too long. They got our points combined. I think we finished in the somewhere in the 30s in the points.
Derek, what are you talking about? Second weekend. I don't know what he's talking about. My dad says I am fishing Thursday night, so there you have it.
There you go.
Mike Seawright, don't get too comfortable. Coming for you and Steve.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I can drag a worm too.
10 pounds.
That's a goal.
Derek says Thursday night fish off is the second weekend in September.
That means the Friday nighter is going to be the third weekend in September. Well, good. Maybe we'll get a little bit of cold air coming in. Sorry, I dropped him out of the picture here.
Already. Yeah, Joey, it's going to be a tough tournament.
Which tournament?
All of them.
Is he talking about CBC championship?
I'm no good on Murray. It'll be tough for me, period.
I'm going to go spend the month of October getting ready for it.
I don't think you can. I think it goes off limits.
The week of.
The week of?
It's off limits for like 2 days.
Yeah.
It goes off Sunday night. It's off Monday, Tuesday. You can practice Wednesday, Thursday. Tournament starts Friday. And you fish Friday, Saturday.
Chris Marshall's already starting to Portermouth, Lake Murray. CBC will be tough.
Oh, Chris will stumble into some. He always does.
Yeah.
It's just not quite cold enough for him to be deadly. I'm gonna get me old guide trip though. Joey's gonna take me out there and show me around before the CBC. Either that or I'm gonna call Dalton, get Dalton to take me.
They're both on here. Double D was one of the first guys to check in.
He's actually working, man. I saw him at ICAST.
Yeah, he's with what's the official company name of Lou's Strike King?
Rather Outdoors.
Rather Outdoors.
It's equity group.
Yeah.
Conglomerate.
Got 1,000 says that don't happen.
Joe, we can make $500 a piece.
I knew where that was going.
Come on, Joey, let's go fishing.
Joey, show y'all Chris's holes.
Jody, I've already seen a rig hole. I was there for that 1v1. Yeah, my dad's held his own this year. He's caught some key fish. He said he's not going to be here this week, though, so I guess I might be sitting another one out.
You just have to hold it down.
Oh, no, I might just go for the fun of it. Alright, so what other things can we stir up tonight?
We need to stir up this next 1v1. Shane's been holding on to that belt.
I've already told Shane I would challenge him just to get it out of the way so we have some content.
Uh-oh. That means we're going to need a cameraman.
Yeah, might need two.
Nah.
How's your vacation days situation looking?
I'm good. I think I got about 2 weeks left, and it's already September. Well, I might as well say September. So.
You got some days to burn coming up.
Yeah, I could go for a midweek day.
I got you.
Well,
Well,
just have to schedule it out so I can make sure and get it off.
COVID's cramping my days off style here. Kind of don't know what my schedule's going to look like when I get back.
Well, your boss is on here, so you can probably just ask him.
We have a good working relationship. He's already got me pinned into another trip to Florida here in a week and a half.
Sweet.
Go take the kids fishing before school starts. Yeah. My father challenged Shane to a shaky head tournament. Shane respectfully denied that.
Shane needs a dead rig. You'd be in trouble.
That would be. I don't know. Anyway, well, so we covered that. Is there anything local coming up?
Mike, when's Robert's benefit tournament? Get that out of here.
August 20 something. I thought I heard Hamrick say.
I can't remember. We'll get Mike to post it in the comments, so it'll be on this page too. Well, Joey's saying his cameraman is me. I definitely have a boat, so Joey technically still has a challenge left. He's been holding it in his back pocket.
Joey's scared. hang on a second. Why does he need your boat? Did he sell his boat?
Oh yeah. Yeah, his
Joey,
boat's
what are
been
you
gone
doing
a
for a
while.
boat? If you don't have one,
Man, Joe's connected. You know that. He's got a bunch of people can borrow a boat from.
I know, but what's he gonna do for? I mean, has he got one on order?
Yeah. I think.
I know. I know. Last I heard, Skeeter was 18 weeks.
I think he was telling me the other day it'll be in sometime early September.
Okay.
Jeff, we haven't heard yet. I don't think that stuff will be announced with Shane being back on the elites until the final open is over, which is they fish Lake Norman in September. I know, end of September. I think the Northern Opens go all the way into October. They just started.
I think the Central Opens are just starting now, aren't they?
I think so. I know the Northerns did. The first event for the Northerns was this past weekend, right?
I think Oneida was the first one.
Yeah, so they won't announce that stuff until they know who's coming from the Opens and who's coming from the nation too. I guess they get one invite from the nation.
Now, yeah, Shane said they were emailing about rules and qualification stuff this past week, and I don't even know if they know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
I mean, I was looking at the field for the Tackle Warehouse Pro Circuit, and I mean, there's 140 something boats fishing that.
Yeah. That schedule actually looks pretty good. We talked about that last week. I actually like that schedule, minus not having Santee on it in March. I think I'm gonna try to marshal in March, David, for the bass event. It's gonna be on Santee. I think it might be fun.
Yeah, that could be a very fun tournament.
Yeah. Show them all Joey's holes, or at least say I did.
That's not hard. Just run towards the swamp.
I don't know any of Joey's holes. I ain't never been on a lake with him. I'll just act like I know.
Or what are you fishing next year?
We'll probably fish the CBCs again, depending on if my son plays basketball this winter or not. I might be out this winter.
Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen with Wiley Winter Trail.
Jason Land's putting that. It starts in October.
I know he's running that foothills thing up at Norman.
Yeah, they're guaranteeing $1,000 first place in every one of them.
Might be worth making a trip to Norman this winter.
Yeah, I'll draw some boats for sure. Let's see if Seawright put the Fowler's tournament.
I hadn't seen it come across.
Okay. Yeah, we need to get that up on our page. Share. I think they have a flyer. We need to share their flyer. Help Fowler out. Yeah, Jeff, Santee could be. I don't think there's gonna be no could be in that. There's gonna be some 30-pound bags weighing on that thing.
I'm curious to see where Patrick Walters falls into the mix.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
I think some of what he's learned may come into play in that, because March can be very pre-spawn down there.
Yeah, they should be in all stages in March. I don't think the first one
unless we have an 80-degree winter this year.
Yeah, well, we could.
Well, we haven't had a cold winter in, 4 years?
I think it's been longer than that. Yeah, I agree with Chris there. Anybody can land on that time of the year.
And at that time of year too, it's not. I don't think it's gonna be one person run away with it.
It's
I could
hard
be
to
wrong.
say.
Jody, I hadn't heard if the cats are coming to Wiley this fall or not. I'm gonna start putting feelers out for that. If not, I may put something together for the fall. Just to have something to do. At least keep some customers coming through the store.
It could be the first to catch 5 trail.
Yeah, catching 5's no problem. Catching 5 over 2 pounds is a big problem.
First to catch 10 pounds trail.
I know this. They're 2 weeks ago, the last time I was out. There's fish on places they hadn't been in a number of years. As far as after dark stuff, I mean, there's very, very weird some of the places I've been able to catch fish.
Are they spotted bass or largemouth?
I've been able to find a bunch of largemouth. I mean, there's main channel stuff's got a lot of spots on it, even the wormholes.
Yeah.
You catch your fair share of spots, but there's some stuff that it's hard to explain without going into great detail. But there's stuff that they used to get on that they quit getting on, now they're back using again.
Gotcha.
Some little out of the way places, little out of the way stuff.
Well, that's promising, I guess.
Fireball had 17 pounds 2 weeks ago.
Did he really?
I thought he had 15 something.
15
That was like
goes up to
1586.
17. That was with 4 fish, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't remember. That was when I was at ICAST.
I think I'm with Joe on that one. We'll all meet up at one of Jason's tournaments in the fall.
Chris Marshall, you would probably easily win if you showed up right now. I'm gonna just leave that, let you ponder on that one.
Uh-uh.
$50 says Chris shows up Thursday night.
I don't have a clue what you guys are talking about. Alright, well, I don't think we're going to get Shane back, so give us a quick recap here. Guess the Thursday nighters are still going on. Congratulations to Mike Seawright and
Steve Addington.
They won last Thursday with 10.6 pounds. Mike and Hamrick are putting a benefit tournament on for Robert Fowler August. Tell me again, 20.
I think it's 20 something, 21st, 26th. Hang on a second. Let me look at calendar and see if I can't guess at it. I bet you it's the 21st.
Okay.
Because that's actually a Saturday. The next Saturday would be the 28th.
Alright. So we think it's August 21st. Is that Buster Boy?
No, it's at Norman.
Oh, that's right. It is at Norman. That's for a good cause. If nobody knows, Robert's fallen on some hard time with cancer. Just trying to raise some money.
It's the after effects of cancer.
Right. Yeah, so Robert has beat it, but they're trying to raise some money for some of his medical bills to help him out.
Have you heard how he's doing? I saw some.
I saw him post a video of him walking in the hospital. It looked like he was up and about, but I haven't heard any updates since.
Well, that was the last I saw.
Okay. So we got that going on. Dave might be putting on something this fall if the cats don't come here to Lake Wiley. And I guess that's really about it. There's not a whole lot going on. MLF starts Friday up north.
Thursday.
That's right, Thursday. Sorry. August 5th. On Champlain.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Now they got rumors flying around down at Lake Murray.
About what?
Oh no, Joey posted something here about it and then wants Chris to call him after.
Huh?
Come on, Joey, give us the gossip.
I don't know what's going on.
Who knows? Anyway, well, what are we going to do, wrap it up?
Yeah, I guess so. Dude, I completely butchered your catchphrase last week, your sign-off, so...
Well, I promise next week we'll have a better show. We'll all be back in house, or at least you and I will be, for sure. And we'll be back in the back room at the tackle store, and never know, we might have some new goodies to show off.
I hope so.
Rusty Hooks Live. Our hooks may be rusty, but our points are always sharp.
All right, guys, I appreciate you hanging out with us. We're going to sign off tonight. You guys keep Shane and David in your thoughts. Russ, too, and Shane's wife. And make sure to look out for Robert Fowler's benefit tournament coming up here towards the end of August. If you have any questions, I'm sure you can reach directly out to Mike Seawright or Scott Hamrick, and they get you some more details. Fishing community, we rally around each other, so if you guys can make that to Lake Norman, that'd be great. And with that, I guess we'll see you next week.